Hi, you guys. For a long time now, I have been posting only vegetarian recipes. That's because my in laws are all vegetarians and I am basically a non vegetarian. So, when I went to visit my dad and mom recently, I intended to eat every non-veg recipe possible, every non-veg dish which my dad and mom used to make for me possible. So I started off with mutton dumplings or mutton momos, and moreover, a friend of mine has been repeatedly asking me to upload the recipe for egg momos specifically, but believe me, there is no difference in the recipe. All you have to do is substitute the mutton with egg, or if you're a vegetarian, some vegetables of your choice. I would recommend to use cabbage or carrot. If you don't want it to be sweeter, you can just add cabbage and capsicum and mince it all into small pieces so that it's a wonderful vegetarian momo, equivalent to a mutton momo. So I hope you enjoy the recipe, you guys. Let's see how we can do it. For this recipe, I have taken around 150 grams of mutton and mixed it with 1 tablespoon of raw rice. Pressure cooked it for 6 whistles so that we can shred it very easily. The rice will increase the tenderness of the meat and it will shred better. Also ensure that there are no bones. It should be totally deboned because we don't want any bite of the momo to have even a small piece of bone. So remove all the bones which you can find in the meat. You can also use boneless meat if you want to, or even minced meat. Now you take equal quantity of big onion, equal quantity as that of your mutton, and then around 7 to 8 cloves of garlic, half an inch of ginger, 3 to 4 green chilies, and 3 tablespoons of coriander leaves. It should all be in very small pieces so that you can mash it up really well with your fingers. Now this mashing is very essential since we need to distribute the green chilies uniformly through all the parts of this filling. Adjust the amount of salt and 1 tablespoon of soy sauce to increase the flavor of this filling. So the next focus for us will be the dough. The dough should be a soft and sticky dough made of all-purpose flour, white pepper powder or black pepper powder, and salt. Give it a resting period of 15 to 30 minutes. After the resting period is over, cut it into equal portions of very small ball sized. I've used a knife here because that's the usual way I cut it into equal portions. You can even eyeball it and make it with your hands, anything of your convenience. After making small balls of this size, you roll it with a rolling pin into very thin sheets of momo sheets and put the filling right in the center of this sheet. I have 2 unpacked momo for you so that I can show you how to pack the momo. So this is something many people keep asking me, how exactly do we pack the momo? I have used one particular technique. There are so many different techniques on how you can pack the momo, and you can find so many videos on YouTube on the different ways of packing it. This is one way where I find it to be the juiciest, since there is an opening on top which allows the steam to keep the filling very moist. So I really prefer this way of packing the momo. You can use any other style of your choice too. So there we have it, the beautifully packed momo. In case you have missed it, I'm going to pack another momo from another angle, which may be better for you to understand. It's a very simple procedure, guys, and you may find it a little difficult for the first few momos, but out of practice you will really be even better than me sometimes. So once you have packed all these dumplings, you can get ready to steam it. So I have a mini idli cooker plate here. I just oil it thoroughly, or you can use any greasing agent, so that the dumplings do not stick to the surface of this plate, and arrange all the dumplings not close to each other, just a little further from each other. And once you have arranged it all, you can pop it into the steamer. So you can use a idli steamer again, or you can even have those bamboo steamers in which they authentically make dumplings and momos, the wooden bamboo steamers, which is very much available in the market. You can also go in for such a thing, because that will keep the momos for hot for a very long period of time. Like let's say you have steamed it and then you're going to eat it half an hour after steaming, it will still keep it warm and moist, which is actually very essential, which may not be there in an idli cooker. So I steam it for 20 minutes on sim or low flame. You know the momo is done when the sheets are transparent and you can see the filling just by looking into the vessel. So that's when you can get ready for the eating part, which is the most essential part of our recipe. So I made a quick sauce, which is a very simple recipe. In case you are interested, do leave it in the comment section, and I will give you the recipe for my sauce too. Thank you, guys. Happy eating and happy cooking.